these measures that the Minister has outlined to strengthen the resilience of the tourism sector in Morocco, and to skip a little bit the geographical order and continue with you, Minister Pharaon, because you also had an unfavorable geographical, geopolitical, more than geographical environment to work in, and you've taken a series of measures and initiatives, new initiatives, to diversify your product offerings, such as developing rural, cultural and religious tourism, including cultural routes, and you've focused very strongly on the Lebanese diaspora, on emerging intra and inter-regional markets. So could you tell us a little bit about these measures to learn from the success that was translated into a second year of growth of tourism in Lebanon, on which we congratulate you?
Yes, thank you very much. Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Omar and Secretary General, Excellency. I'm very happy to be here with you for many reasons, and I must tell you, dear Secretary General, one of the reasons is that when we come to these events, we hear the word that you repeat, and when you say that you have to face uncertainties with a smile, when you say with uncertain in the industry of happiness, when you say that someone will destroy our happiness, and when I hear these words, I remember that we've been saying them since 20 years in Lebanon. So we've been facing really refusing the destruction of the civilized values. We've been refusing to surrender to terror or to instability, and we've been really believing always in the potential of tourism and tolerance and openness and dialogue and all the messages that we, that comes from our history in Lebanon. So this was, of course, there are worries. Of course, when you speak and you speak with worry, it means there are real challenges in this world today that was a globalization of terror and challenges. But at the same time, I think that the Lebanese society, the civil society really is, and I must say, was extremely focused on refusing, on keeping all the civilized values very alive in Lebanon. And this was one subject that made my work very challenging also, is to keep up with the civil society that was really, the more there was problems and the more there were, stressing on art, on values, on civilization, on liberty, on democracy, and this was something that we had to hear as a responsible in the government. This is one very important subject. The second, that we thank you because UNWTO during this trip has launched the Road of the Phoenician team, which is a cultural touristic adventure and project, which is very important. Maybe it'll take a few years. I will not be here. I will be sitting with the people, but it's very important. And when I hear His Excellency stressing on the Euro-Mediterranean issues and the importance of it, when we see the Mediterranean organization like the Chamber of Commerce of the Mediterranean developing, we know that the Road of the Mission can give a cultural also background and a common history to all the Mediterranean, not see it as a sea that joins us. There is a real history of values and real history also in economically, etc. And this is the second, really satisfaction, and I was so pleased. And the third is thank you also for the Middle East to have the opportunity to invite everybody to Lebanon end of May. And when we talk of intra-tourism, to have a little of the private sector being at the end of May, maybe you can boost the intra-tourism, which is not yet at the level that we would like it to see. And now, this being said, of course, this is very important. but at the same time, yes, there is a globalization of terror. One lesson, not to be very long, in Lebanon, and I think, is that the political instability doesn't affect tourism. In fact, we've been seeing political problems in Lebanon that affected many areas of the economy real hard, with also depressions and deflations. But as long as the security stability is there, the only sector which was able to move positively in Lebanon was tourism the last 2-3 years. And because there was one agreement between all the political parties is to preserve the security stability. So when you look at Lebanon, nobody agrees with anybody in politics, but they agree on one thing, which is the security. And thanks to this, yes, we were able last year to have almost 14%, 15%, and this year 12% increase. And this is, a very important subject of satisfaction. And we hope we will keep up, and we hope that, of course, the terrorism will find solutions, not just by fighting terrorism, but also, by having a real solution, political solution, dialogue solution, and because, yes, there is a crisis politically, security, and maybe economically also when we see the price of the petrol going down. So I will finish by what you have started, and I heard it 3 times. Yes, there are challenges. We will not surrender to challenges. We are up to the challenges. The people are up to the challenges in this industry, of course, to guarantee that we have the right to happiness. We have to have the right to civilized value, and the country and the responsible around me in all the Arab countries are fighting for this, and we hope this will prevail soon. Thank you.